What I'm doing today is just changing out the mass airflow meter. That's this part over here, which you can see connects to the airbox. So this part. The reason that I'm changing this up is because after a while it can get dirty, you can have various different problems with it, and it can affect the speed of the vehicle and also your fuel economy. So here I've got the replacement part. It's a Bosch mass airflow filter, mass airflow meter. I'm going to initially take this one off. This is a Seat Leon Cupra 1.8T 2003. It's 3 screws that we're going to be needing to take off. This one, which I've already started work on because it's a bit tricky. There's another one like that right there, and there's this tie as well. So we're going to remove these 2 screws and loosen this. Pull this mass flow meter out after removing this. So yeah, that's clipped in place. We can just lift this and pull. So that's that removed, and I'm just going to get rid of this screw. We've removed these 2 screws, and I've removed this clip here. What I'm now going to do is loosen this. I've actually already loosened it, but I'm going to show you once more just for the purposes of the video. There we go, nice and loose, nice and loose. The reason that I'm doing this is because I was quoted £150 for this job, for the part and the accessories, and the new part, this is a Bosch part from All Parts, has cost me £70, so that saves quite a bit. Now, just side to side, and pull, get that out. There we go. It's loose enough from this side. Could be a bit looser. Come off. That's the old mass airflow meter. I fit in my new mass airflow meter to replace the old one that we've just removed. This is the one that was showing up a fault code when we plugged the computer into the ODB port. And over here you can see quite clearly there's an arrow which in German says
Durchfluss.
Which means
flow, something like
flow. Okay, so that's the arrow indicates the direction of the flow. So your air is getting sucked in through the airbox. It's going to flow this way. So that's the way it should be facing. The arrow is pointing that way. I'm just going to take off these plastic guards on either side. And start now getting it in.
Do you need a hand?
No. Be a bit tricky. It's kind of rubber gasket there. That's put in that way. I think it's easier to put it into there first, and then into here. Okay.
Looks good.
Yep. Now we're going to tighten this up. I'm going to reconnect that when I'm all done. Put the 2 screws back on. Make sure this is very, very tight, because that's really important, because it needs to be airtight. And then we have a brand new mass airflow meter, and that job cost me just the price of the part was £70, as opposed to someone quoted me £150 for the parts and the labour. So now that this is done, I'm going to have better fuel economy, and hopefully we'll feel a little bit more power as well. And the car should be performing as you'd expect it to. And the fault code should also be gone when we plug the car back in. So all you have to do, tighten this, clip that back on as I've just done, put the 2 screws that you've got back in, and you're done.